What is going on YouTube? This is Brian back with Bayou Consumer Tech. Today we're going to check out the Holystone HS110D FPV drone. Obviously what you can check out the box. It's got a pretty good bit of detail on the front of the box. HS Series 110D FPV. Says it has a 120 degree wide angle lens, 720p HD. We'll put that to the test in a little while. I'll actually go out and fly and compare. I'll do some screen recordings on my phone. This drone, it does say it has altitude hold. It does not have GPS built into it. Headless mode, 6-axis gyro, HD camera, 4 channels. It does do 360 flips. I've seen with other drones it's best to do it whenever the battery's fully charged, or don't do it anywhere depleted, because most of the time it won't even let you do it. Has LEDs underneath the props, or excuse me, underneath the motors. It comes with its own controller, or you can control it from your phone itself without the control. It looks like it has a removable camera, I guess just in case if it gets damaged. 3.7 volt, 1000 milliamp hour portable design lithium battery. It says flight time about 10 minutes, charging time about 2 hours depending on the power supply. You can use the 1 volt output or 2 volt output cell phone power block to charge the USB cable. It uses a micro USB. It does not come with a separate charger. You just put the battery in the drone and charge it itself while it's in the drone. Alright, that's it for the box. Let's go ahead and open it up. Alright. First you get the drone, the HS110D. Comes with the props already installed. It's pretty small. Samsung Note 10 Plus for a comparison. Not extremely big, it's very light. The battery is actually inside of the drone. 3.7 volt, 1000 milliamp hour. Really tiny. It does have the camera mounted on the bottom. There's a power switch, the charging port. Again, the camera is removable. I'm not exactly sure why. It looks like it has a micro SD card slot on the back of it. Pop that back in place. LEDs underneath the motors. Here's the controller. Comes with a cardboard diagram of what each of the functions do. Takes 4 AA batteries. It's not a rechargeable controller. I already put batteries in just for the purpose of the video to kind of show you exactly what it does. You can see status, you can change the speeds, roll, camera, normal, headless mode on or off, one touch landing, engine start. Resync is for calibrating the gyros. These are actually trim tabs. With this one, with it not having GPS, kind of with it being a lower end drone, if you fly it up and it tends to veer to the left, you would trim it to the right, vice versa, you trim it to the opposite way. Upper left shoulder button is camera and video. Upper right button is to do the 360 flips. To do the flips, you press the button and you would either move the joysticks up and down or left and right, and it'll do the flip according to which way you do it, which way you tell it to do. It does come with a fold holder. It fits. You loosen this up, you snap it in to the hole, and then tighten it back in to secure it in place. It is spring loaded for different size phones. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prop guards, an extra set of landing feet, silica gel pack. It comes with an extra set of props, some extra screws, the screwdriver in case your props get damaged. It comes with a micro USB to USB charging cable. Again, it does not come with the charging block. You lift it up. That's it for the packaging. Lift that up, you get the Holystone notebook. Go ahead and open this. They tend to send this out with a lot of their drones if you want to take any flight notes or anything. Make a log of your flights or If you ever register your drones or anything, you can carry something like this around. Comes with post-it notes, a pen, little sticky tabs, just regular blank notebook, and another notebook. Pretty cool they add little things like that. I've seen that they add this obviously with the HS110D. They also add it with the I think it's the HS700D also. I haven't gotten any of their other drones, so I don't know if it's included. And this bag you get cautions for the battery. They send us out with every drone that they have. You have a quick start guide and the actual instructions for use that tells you how to pair the controller, tells you how to fly it, how to connect the app, how to attach the phone holder, the prop cords. Read this back to front. It will help you in the long run to not actually crash your drone. If you're spending money on a drone, I'm pretty sure you don't want to mess it up. So, go ahead and stick all the extras back in here. Alright, for the drone itself, I'll go ahead and turn this on. Press the power button underneath. You see the LEDs lighting up. Set it down on the smooth surface. I think I already changed this to mode 1 because I like the ascend and descend with the right joystick. Oh, have to turn on the controller, obviously. First time you turn on the control. Okay, it already swapped over. It swapped back to mode 1, so you go up and down to pair the control. You can see white lights in the front, blue lights in the back. Press engine start. And that's it. To kill the motors, you press both of these at the same time. That's only do that if it's in the air. For emergency situations, if you see it's about to crash, just kill the motors so you don't end up breaking the prop guards or whatever. You have less of a chance of it breaking instead of hitting something. Hopefully it'll just fall, have a nice soft landing in the grass or whatever. The resync button, while it's on, press and hold it for 2 seconds and it resyncs the gyros. It has to be on the level surface. Alright, I'll go ahead and open the app and show you the app it uses to fly the drone. Or at least for the FPV part of it. In the back of the manual, you'll see it's got the QR codes to scan for iOS and Android for the Play Store or the App Store. The app is called HSS2 FPV. You need to go ahead and connect. Actually, turn my Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi back on. It does use Wi-Fi connection from your phone to the drone for the FPV, or if you want to use your phone actually to fly the drone instead of the controller. So it's already connected. You can click enter device and it's actually pointed toward the GoPro. Toward the screen, toward my phone. Looks like a pretty decent picture. It says it has hand gestures, voice control. I haven't messed with the voice control. After I do this, I'll go over the manual a little bit before I actually put this in the air to mess with the voice control. Where did I see it at earlier? No. Voice command, yeah. Fly, land, forward, backward, left, right. Fly means unlock. I'll turn that off so it doesn't try to do anything while I'm in here. If you press controller, the little controller icon in the top, it says switch to mobile control. I'll move this away, point it toward something a little darker where you can see my screen. Oh, it's actually upside down. There we go. Yeah, I'll point it at the desk. I'm not exactly sure what the smaller square is to the right-hand side of the screen, but this is actually, that'll let you know if it's mode 1 or mode 2 depending on what you actually put on the joystick. In the middle of the screen you'll have the takeoff and the landing button. I'll go ahead and press this now just so you can see. There's the takeoff button, it just turns the motors on. I'm not gonna attempt to fly it in here. See if I can press the landing button if it'll turn off. Maybe not. Still not familiar with the screen control, so I went ahead and turned it off on the actual drone remote. It says gallery. You can go to photo and video. I don't have a card in. I actually have a card that I'm gonna put in just to see how it does. I don't know if it'll exactly send all of the stuff to the phone or not, but so far this is what you get whenever you get the HS110D. All of these things, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this outside. I'll try to get some video and pictures coming from this to see how it does. Again, it says it's 720p. We'll go ahead and see how it flies and do a trick while it's still, while the battery's still fully charged or almost fully charged, and see how close to 10 minutes we can get. Okay, so all in all, I noticed whenever I got back in to check and see if I recorded to the SD card, it did not record to the SD card. It actually sent it straight to my phone, even though I had the SD card put inside of the backside of the camera. I'm not exactly sure if it's even equipped to save to the SD card, but it did save to a separate folder in my the camera app in my phone. I'll go ahead and add them after the video. I noticed during flight the video transmission was extremely choppy. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I think the further you get away from your camera, I think it's only rated for about the video transmission range says 60 meters, which is 200 feet or 196 feet. I was maybe not even 20-30 feet away from me, and the video transmission was going in and out. I'll attach them videos to this as well so you can see. It does look like it does pretty good for 720p camera. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It does pretty good for what it's meant to do for a 720p low-cost drone. It is pretty cool that it does some flips. It was about, the battery was probably about halfway down and it was still doing flips forwards and sideways and everything, which is pretty cool. If you're on Facebook, you can go ahead and check out Holy Stone Club. There's a lot of great people and they're sharing insights and opinions on all of the drones that Holy Stone offers. There's also admins on that group that work for Holy Stone themselves. So yeah, it's a pretty good entry-level drone for kids or adults if you want to mess with it before actually trying to go out and buy a $500 plus drone. I'll go ahead and add the link to this drone in the description below, as well as the spare batteries. If you don't mind, do me a favor, hit the bell notification, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with future videos that I come out with. If you do purchase this drone, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the next video. Thank you. Alright, I got the app open right now. We'll go ahead and open it up. Enter a device. I do have an SD card inside of it. Hopefully it works. Go ahead and start the props. They do have a little bit of wind out here today. I'm gonna see if I can mess with the trim tabs, see if it'll help. Trim tabs definitely work. It's definitely correcting itself. Oh, nice. It does say it needs about 10 feet around to do the flips. So before the battery gets too low, I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. Oh wow! Whenever I did the flip on that one, I held the flip button until it beeped, and then I went up down. So I tried to do the flip button again and do left and right. exactly sure why it's not really transmitting to the remote. Let's just trim tabs a little bit. It's something kind of cool for your kids to play with, or you to mess around with if you don't want to spend too much on the drone just starting out. I actually add the Amazon link in the description below, as well as the extra batteries that they have for it, so you can get a little bit more than 10 minutes of flight time. I'll press and hold the video button just to see how that goes. Let's see if I can pick it up a little bit. See if I can increase the speed. Definitely fighting the wind a little bit, but still pretty good. You cannot move the camera up and down on this particular drone. If the screen recording actually is working, on my phone it looks like it's frozen. I did install the prop guards just in case. Yeah, the wind's taking it. This drone is extremely light, very light. But it is pretty cool. Again, if you want to let your kids have something, or if you just want to have it trying out. I tried to flip again. The remote, my screen says the the drone battery's probably about a quarter of the way drained right now, so I'll see how if the flips still work. I do down, up. I'll try that again. Go right, left. And it still worked. Pretty responsive. Now it's actually recorded on my screen. There is headless mode on here, but I really don't want to mess with headless mode because I'm not familiar with it. And as you can see, I have trees and my neighbor's camper shed and everything close, so I don't want to try something that I'm not used to. Yeah, the wind is definitely trying to take it away. I'll go ahead and check and see how the landing button is. Oh, got a good gust of wind coming through. I just pressed the landing button.